Okay, you clicked on to the Tuesday evening update on the approaching storm that's going to affect some of the big cities down in Baltimore, Washington, affect slightly the cities over in New Jersey and New York, and then really come back in and affect the cities up in Boston. I just want to give my summary on what I think is my final forecast on what's going to happen. I released this snowfall map on Sunday night, and overall I like it. I made a few adjustments, but I like what I had here. I like the 12 to 16 inch amounts in the mountains of West Virginia and Virginia. I like the 4 to 8 just to the east, and then Baltimore, Washington, it's a fight. Again, I think it's anywhere between 2 to, best case scenario, if everything works out, 8 inches, but do not expect any more than that, and I'll take into that more in a minute. But here's our storm system right here. It's gonna come in, redevelop off the coast, come out, and hook back in. That's best shown by the models here, and I'm going to use a European model because it is by far the best model. I had my doubts yesterday when everything was shifting north, but they all corrected back south to where the European has been consistently all week. So let's take a look at what it's doing. Here comes the storm. That was 1 o'clock today. This is 7 o'clock this evening. This is 1 a.m. So some light snow might start to break out in some of these counties tonight, or some light rain. And this is tomorrow at 7 a.m. This is all going to be rain in here to start. You'll definitely see snow breaking out in the mountains here. Baltimore, Washington, probably going to start as rain. And you can see as we go through to 1 p.m., it will be mostly snow at that point, but the surface temperatures will be too high for it to stick on the roadways. And then 7 p.m., the surface temperatures will be okay for Baltimore, Washington, but the storm starts to wind down. And then by 1 a.m., it's pretty much out of there. You can see it start to skirt by New Jersey. Again, some light snow to rain on the Jersey coast. Light snow out into northwestern Jersey. And here comes the storm. It's going to hook back in now. You can see over the next few hours, several cycles, which is the next 12 hours, it hooks in and it lingers. So this is where we can see some accumulations of 3 to 5 inches in these regions. And then also in Boston, they're going to get probably, I think, the same amount of snow they get in the mountains here, 12 to 18 inches. And it finally is out of here by Friday. So let's look at what the problem is here. So here's the height of the storm on Wednesday at 1 p.m. But look at the surface temperatures. You have Baltimore, Washington between 35 and 40 degrees. Just inside into Garrett County, Maryland, into the mountains, you'll get into the freezing temps. But even when we get to nightfall, the temperatures start to get colder. So you got temperatures in the mid to high 30s, so snow will start to stick. But overall, it's not going to be paralyzing. And then by the time the storm pulls out, you get temperatures, 32 to 35. So that's the problem. Up here in northwest Jersey, whatever accumulation gets up there, I think will be okay because of the higher elevations, especially 1,000 feet up. But really the focus is then going to be on New England here. And as you can see, it stays below freezing most of the cycle, and it's just going to dump some snow. And you can see the total precipitation printouts here. We have about 2 inches of liquid up in Virginia, and we have anywhere from 2 to 2.5 in the Boston area. And I think that could be where you can see some 2-foot amounts of this storm, believe it or not. So the part of my forecast that I missed was a hook back here. I did a pretty good job on Sunday with this area. Again, most of this is rain in here. And this, real quick, will show what the model simulates how it's going to start. So here is 1 o'clock in the morning. Here's 7 a.m. Again, it's raining in Baltimore, Washington. Heavy snow back in West Virginia and Virginia. By the time you get to 1 p.m., it's still raining, changing to snow. And then you can see it then hooks back into New England here, like I said. Here's my updated accumulation map right here. So you can see I extended some to the north. I think we'll see some light snow, maybe 1 to 3 inches here. Along the Jersey Shore and downward, trace to maybe an inch if you're lucky. 12 to 18 in the mountains, 8 to 14 just outside, elevations over 500 feet. And then Baltimore, Washington, literally, I have you on the edge between 3 to 5 and 0 to 1. So I would say you guys get 3-4 inches of snow when this is all said and done, and it's sloppy, wet snow. But this could be news-making up in Boston again. It seemed to want to snow there this year, and I think it's going to hook back and do it again, like I said, and snow showers out in this region. Now let's look at what the weather outlets are saying. You can see you have all these winter storm warnings and watches here. Right now for Baltimore, they're predicting about 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's about 3 to 7 inches. I think that's a little overdone. Weather channels all on board here. You have 12 plus in this region, which I agree with. 6 to 12, way too high up in North Jersey now, where they're reading the wrong model. Again, they're favoring the American model, which is not doing a good job with the storm. And they have that little epicenter of 12 plus. So as you can see, The storm is starting to develop now. I think it's a little overhyped for some of the big cities, especially Baltimore, Washington, New York, just because of the fact it's March. We have a high sun angle, and the surface temperatures will be too high. But when it's all said and done, expect this accumulation map, as I said, and the snow and rain will start tomorrow morning early, and it'll be pulled out of most of these regions in the Mid-Atlantic by Thursday night, or Wednesday night, I'm sorry, and it will linger Thursday and Friday in New England. So I'll do a quick update tomorrow if anything drastically changes, but that's all for now. Enjoy the storm.